Welcome to Classic Game Room, broadcasting from the Intergalactic Space Arcade. There's a lot of PlayStation 2 aftermarket controllers, but how many look like the Batarang? This is the Game Force Dual Force 2. Terrible name for a cool-looking controller. Just when you thought your life was complete, you see this and realize it's not, because how can your life be complete without the Game Force Batarang controller? Unlicensed, that's not actually what it's called. I've already forgotten the name of it, because it's just called the Batman controller as far as I'm concerned. Welcome to Controller Week on Classic Game Room. You know, there's lots and lots of PlayStation 2 aftermarket controllers. Some of them are good, some of them are bad. Some look like the Batarang. But is it good? Is it bad? Because it's not actually the Batarang, which would obviously be good. For starters, it's plastic. The Batarang is, I'm not sure what it's made from, but probably not plastic if you're going to try to stick criminals in the head with it. But the actual Batarang doesn't have dual analog thumbsticks, a D-pad, and fancy little designs on the PlayStation buttons. Besides, Bruce Wayne is more of a Sega Genesis kind of guy. The Game Force Batman controller is actually pretty comfortable, and it looks unique, so when your buddies come over and see this thing, they're going to want to use it. Just don't try to stop any bad guys with it. It's plastic. It probably won't do any good, although it has a wire. Maybe you could use it as a lasso. Be creative. Here it is next to my Japanese PlayStation 2, and yes, I'm testing it with some Japanese PlayStation 2 games, like Akira Pinball. Why wasn't this released in the West? What's wrong with you people? In fact, I don't even think you can get this controller in the West. It was sent to the show by our friend Felicity from Worcestershire, England. As aftermarket PlayStation 2 controllers go, this one is actually pretty nice. It looks like it would be gimmicky, but it feels like a PlayStation 2 controller, even though it looks like the Batarang. It has a textured surface, as well as some smooth, shiny parts with some indents, and it's just a neat-looking controller. Maybe it's gimmicky, but you know it does look cool. Here it is being used with Thunder Force 6, a Japanese PlayStation 2 release, one of my favorite PS2 spaceship games. I'm using the D-pad, and it just feels good. I don't know who Game Force is, but it seems like they used quality components when constructing this thing, as well as some attention to detail. So good job, Game Force. Thunder Force 6. The Rhine XR. Using the Batarang. I'm sorry, the Game Force Dual Force 2. Your controller passes all of the It Doesn't Suck tests. So, thanks to Felicity, and thanks to Game Force for not being awful. Even though it looks gimmicky, it plays games well, and that's all that Batman, Aquaman, and maybe even Wonder Woman could hope for. And when you're done playing video games, you can even run around the room with it and pretend like you're Batman, threaten your cat, swing it at them. Whatever, it's the Game Force Batman control. I totally forget what it's called. Can you feel that vibration? Can you feel it?